Matt, thanks for joining us. 3 points on Tuesday, and it extends the run to 13 unbeaten now. But it must be nice to return to winning ways.
Yeah, absolutely. It was very important to get that draw burden off our backs, and like I've touched on recently, we've been pretty good, and we've played some very good football as of late, but not quite got that win that we needed to keep the good form going, but to get those really important points on the board. So yeah, it was a very happy night after Crawley for sure.
That's another goal for yourself. That's 3-3 now. How important is it to find that consistency in front of goal?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely important. It kind of happened quite nicely last year, and I went through spells of scoring in consecutive games. So it's nice to be able to do the same this season, and I'm looking to add to that. And I'm kind of going under the radar a bit with Sam doing so well. So I'm happy just waiting in his path, and we're all contributing this season so far, and I'm happy just to keep playing well and trying to find the back of the net. I think there's three completely different goals over the in the last three games. So I'm happy to kind of add those different goals to my game.
There's a nice variety. Was that the best goal you've ever scored?
I would it's the furthest out goal I've ever scored. To be honest, I'm often inside the box, but it was a very nice goal, and I just kind of Archie played the ball. It was just inviting me to hit, and Matt's always telling me to shoot, and obviously if you don't shoot, you don't score. So it was one of those where as soon as it left my foot, it felt good, and it felt like it was going to cause the keeper a problem. But yeah, it was up there with my favourite. Obviously, the free kick against Scunthorpe last year was also a nice one as well. So yeah, it was up there for sure.
So that's 2 games in a row now that we've had to come from behind, but both of the comebacks have been spearheaded by yourself. How important is it as captain to lead by example in those situations?
Yeah, it's kind of one of those things where that's just really happened. It's just happened that it's fell to me scoring the next goal to get us back into the game. But look, I think we all look for each other on the pitch. We all look for leaders, and we all look for confidence within each other. And if people are looking to me for that, and that's great. And hopefully that I can show that. It's very important that we've kind of got a player in every line of the pitch. From the forward, through midfielders to the back line, that we've got almost a leader in every role there, and I think that's pretty apparent. Obviously, Pierce has played very well recently, and he's a leader on the pitch, the same as what Tim and Archie kind of have been doing recently, and then me up the higher side of the pitch. So we're all chipping in, and we're all helping each other out, because that's really what's been required so far this season. And like we've touched on, it has been a bit disappointing with the draws and with some of the results. So it's a team effort for sure, and we're in a good place. So hopefully that can continue.
It's a lovely variety of experience and youth in this side, and I've seen now that you're captain as well. How important is it for you to try and start to mentor the younger players in the squad?
Yeah, I mean, I try my best. It's not my natural thing to do. I was often the one being mentored by players of a bigger age, and some players with vast more experience. But now I'm kind of realizing that is me, and that is I've well over 100 games now, and someone that's knows the club and knows the game. So I do my best. I often speak to Josh Key, Alex Hartridge, Archie, just to try and because they're great players. They don't really need me, but if I can pass on a little 1%, and I hope that helps them, and they always seem happy to take my advice. And we're playing well as a squad. So if that's the reason, then yeah, that's great.
We'll move swiftly on to Saturday then. How has recovery been after that tough slog at Crawley?
Yeah, it was a very hard game. I think there was quite a few tired bodies coming off the back of that game, and we stayed up overnight afterwards, and we were in the pool in the morning just to try and get it out of our system a little bit. And we had a longish trip back yesterday with a day off today. So we'll be ready. The squad is as strong as it's been, aside from a couple of injuries. That Matt's got the free rein to pick anyone he chooses, because we're all fit and raring to go, and the squad seems in the, physically and mentally in a good place. So anyone coming into the team knows that they've got to perform, and anyone that's been in the team knows that they've got to continue to perform, or else others will be ready to step in. So recovery's been good, and we'll go in tomorrow training and with a smile on our faces and really ready to attack this weekend.
So Mansfield haven't had the best of starts to the season. They're winless in 13. Surely they've got a lot more incentive to just come out fighting on Saturday. So how do you combat that?
Yeah, I think that's right. I think they've obviously got not a lot to lose given where they are and their current form. They'll be coming out with a game plan to really bring it to us and try and get our crowd to turn on us, which fingers crossed won't happen. And but they're going to bring something, but we've also got a lot to give and we've got a lot to offer. And as we've shown in recent weeks, we've been looking really good going forward. So the goal threat's always going to be there, and if we can keep them at bay, which fingers crossed we will, fingers crossed it'll be a good game. But they're definitely going to bring something. They're going to bring some sort of anger and some sort of decisions to us to be able to solve, I suppose.
And so we're back to winning ways now, and Saturday obviously gives us a good chance to build some momentum on that.
Yeah, I think that's the key word, isn't it? The momentum is when we drew a couple on the bounce, it wasn't too bad. It didn't feel like we were in a bad place at all. And obviously, the longer it went on, that word momentum wasn't really there, because we kept stumbling a little bit. But now, with the draw against Stevenage and the win against Crawley, it doesn't look too bad. Sorry, Newport and then Crawley, it doesn't look too bad. Us backing that up with a win. So that word momentum is something that we really want to do. If we can string some, a draw or a win, another win and another win and a draw, that's when we really start looking good, and the table changes dramatically. So we'll be looking to continue the good form and the good attacking play that we've had.